The Road to the CFR is presented by the Edmonton Destination Marketing Hotels, Northlands, the Canadian Professional Rodeo Association, and iLink Media Group in partnership with Travel Alberta. Well, our tie-down roping is brought to us by our good friends from Alberta Premium Canadian Rye Whiskey. All right, let's talk a little bit about tie-down roping. Now, there's our leaderboard, Doug, but here's an important factor. Of those 5 guys, the top 5, only Chad Johnson has not had a no time so far. All of the other 4 have had 1 no time, and that, of course, will impact that aggregate.
There's 2 guys I think to watch today in today's round of tie-down roping, and that's Chad Johnson and the youngster Logan Byrd. They are very, very tight in the aggregate. They are going to be running at the barrier today, but they're going to keep an eye solidly on that aggregate. They're going to turn in a qualified time. That's my prediction for the day, Dave. I'm probably wrong.
Oh, no, I can't believe that you could be wrong. Okay, well, I'll tell you something right now. Logan Byrd is getting ready down there, and, you know, we talk about those 19-year-old kids, Kyle Lucas and Logan Byrd. They're just 3 weeks apart in terms of birth dates. They're good buddies, and they're rivals down there. And those 2 young men have fared very well against the veterans. They haven't looked out of place at all.
You know, they can both keep their eye on the ball. They're not put off by all the pomp and pageantry of the Canadian Finals Rodeo. They've just been cool and easy.
Well, they really have, and they're going to get ready, as are all of our ropers. 12 guys who've qualified to be here, and the first of those young men is going to ride in right now. We're talking about Logan Byrd. Now, Logan, thus far, has collected $3,600 to add to the total that he had. So he's solid, but as you pointed out, and this is very, very important, he's in that aggregate as well.
The thing that makes Logan so unique is the way that he rides up to a calf. This young man is not going to miss a calf here at this Canadian Finals Rodeo. He makes sure he's in position. He even rides a stride or 2 after he gets into position. Kicks that horse on up there. That horse takes him to a great position, and he gets along so well with this gray horse. We'll reset him back in the corner. That's all right. This is a different set of calves today. We haven't seen these calves before at this Finals Rodeo, so we'll be all right. Back that horse on in, Logan. We're all behind you today, buddy.
Well, he's had a 4-5 split, a 5th place spot, and a 5th place split. So he's kind of down at the bottom of the money, but he's been consistent. He's getting the money and staying in that aggregate.
Now up there behind him, we can see Al Bouchard that won the round last night. He's watching to see how these calves are going to leave. There might be a bit of a disadvantage being the first Cowboy to go on this different set of calves. They might leave a little differently, a little quicker, a little slower than the set of calves that we've had before. We'll see how it goes. Now, Logan has just asked for a bit of a reset on that 10-second barrier. He's talking to the Cowboys about it right now. Our Wrangler Pro officials have reset that, making sure it's fair and even for all our Cowboys. There's judges back in there behind as well, making sure that the Cowboy does indeed nod and that the gate opens for him when he nods. That's all very, very important. Now there, concentrate from here on out. Now ride right up there, see him ride, good. Now down to the calf. Let's get a hold of this one. Calf tried to get away on him, he did good. Now this is a kicker right here, whoa. Cowboy's sitting back in there. Oh, this is devastating. The more seconds you use here, the longer you're going to be in that aggregate. Cowboy needs to get this done. He needs to get this calf tied. This is a wild chunk of calf down there. Go, Cowboy, go. See if we can get that foot down in there. This is certainly not what he wanted today. Wow, that's reaching deep, Dave. That's tough.
Well, 30-6 is the time, but I guess more importantly, he does stay in the aggregate. He's still 4 for 4, and that's important. But boy, oh boy, yeah, you see right there, he's not real happy with that calf. Doggone it. Yeah, you don't call that one little doggy. You might call him something else. Okay, well, Logan Byrd, you know, did show the cool to kind of stay with it, get it done no matter what, and everything kind of was going south on him, but he stayed with it. Well, here's another guy. I talked about him at the outset. He wears that number 1 proudly on his back because he's our high point man coming into this finals, meaning that he has won more money in 2 events than anybody else in Canada, and he's won a whole lot here. So far, he has been very, very good. He's been 2nd and 3rd here in the calf roping so far, in the tie-down roping. However, he took that very costly no time in the first round. Didn't seem to bother him, though. He's bounced back very strongly and is very much in contention, sitting in 2nd place overall. really can't afford another miss. He just simply can't. He's got to try to get it done in the rounds because of that aggregate situation that he might have taken himself out of in that first round. And here's Morgan Grant out there very quickly. There's the shot. Here's where the money's won or lost. Get to that calf. Get him on the ground. Pig and string on one, up with the hind legs. That's the difference. When the calf doesn't kick, you can do that. Morgan Grant, 8 and 9. Just been so consistent from round 2 on. Seemed like he was a little nervous, maybe a little too high on Wednesday night, opening night, and then he just kind of settled into a groove, and he has been on fire ever since.
Calf almost went around him. He did good. Gathered him low and slow and a nice tie. Took a chance on the tie. Just one wrap on there. That's good. That'll make you some money. Now, Timber Moore from Aubrey, Texas was doing very, very well until he met the calf from last night. Just when the Cowboy went to throw, the calf changed direction. He did not get the loop around the calf's neck, did not get an opportunity to tie the calf down. So Timber is back with a vengeance today. He was our high money earner this year in Canadian Professional Rodeo in the tie-down roping at our regular season set of rodeos. And he rides in today once again, riding Curtis Cassidy's horse. And I talked to Timber about this horse. He said, you know, this horse doesn't do anything wrong. He said, there's nothing that this horse doesn't do very, very well. Scores in the corner. He said he's got a lot of speed. He said you can be a little bit late on this horse. This horse will still get you there. That's what we needed last night. We got it done today. I think we're in the money. Watch this. Yeah, hurry, hurry. Texas, go. Oh, no.
No, no. Oh, boy, that is a tough break. You had to go back and finish that tie. And you know what? I'll tell you something. You know who deserves a lot of credit on a deal like that is our flag judge. Because when that guy's hands start to come away from that calf, the automatic tendency is to drop that flag and say, yeah, that's official. But you know what? It wasn't, because he still had some more work to do. And watch, he goes back right there, and as a result is 11 flat. That may prove very, very costly for Timber Moore.
Well, he's in on 3 calves now. One missed one. That's all right. He'll take it. He has to. There's no doubt about that today. Here's the winner of the round last night. 7 and 4.
The other guy on my basketball team. He's a big, strong, and I mean, about 2/3 of this guy's body are legs. You watch how quickly he gets from that horse to that calf each and every time.
Coming into this round of rodeo, he's sitting 5th in the Canadian standings. And you know, if you talk to him, you'd think he would be the least competitive person in the world. But you get him on a horse, and this cowboy, this long, tall cowboy, oh no. No, not today. No. That's
well,
not
a tough break right there for Al Bouchard. Now, of course, he came in here with a 4-5 split in round 1 and won last night's round. Had that no time in round 2, and now a no time in round 4. That's going to be, once again, very, very harmful to his chances of winning a Canadian championship.
He had the swing right on the loop. I don't know why it didn't go around there. Dave, you talked about this guy being a musician.
Well, you know, we got a lot of multi-talented cowboys. There's musicians, there's guys that write some books, there's all kinds of interesting things that so many of our cowboys do. And Eric Blanco is one of those multi-talented guys. Now, he was 3rd in the first round. He's got about 5,500 plus won so far. Needs some more right now. And had a little trouble getting off, and as a result, that calf was wanting to head to another county by the time he got there. But he perseveres and gets it wrapped up right there. Hector Blanco kind of got hooked up trying to get off that horse, and it might have just taken him a little longer than he wanted to just to get to the calf. And as a result, he's in at 12 and 1. 12 and 1 for Hector Blanco.
That foot hung in the stirrup when he went to get off there.
Yeah.
Wow. He's good to get it on out of there. Now we're going to flank this calf, and he actually missed getting a hold of that front leg. Calf was there waiting for him. He got lucky there. Now we'll hold him on in there. He's one of the cowboys with 3 out of 4 down. That's far.
Well, let's head to Oakdale, California for Riles Smith, who thus far at this Canadian Finals rodeo has not won any money. He was 9-6 the first round, 18 flat the second round, and no time in round number 3, and that is not at all what we expected from the California roper, because he had a very, very solid season. But he's dropped all the way to 12th place on our leaderboard right now. Let's see if he can turn it around. Saturday afternoon, not a bad day to do that. All right, Ryle.
Ryle comes on in here sitting 17th in the world standings as well. He's had a great year of rodeo, as you alluded to, Dave. I think we can put our money on this cowboy today. Ryle is ready to win some go-around money. He's not going back to California without some Canadian money. He's going to kick it off right here in this round. That's a great horse that he rides. This horse has got a lot of speed, a lot of work to this horse. We need that horse to stabilize the rope as the Cowboy makes the tie. There's a good quick lead. Now down to the calf. Cowboy's going to get there. Calf is waiting for him. I think he's going to take a chance. Watch this. Whoa! Kicking calf right there. Had to tie that one tightly. I thought he was going to take one wrap on that calf. He knew when that calf kicked him that calf would probably strain, so he put the second wrap on there just to make sure. Official qualified time should be in at 10 seconds flat. There, nice job of flanking. Here comes the tie, and there's the move on that one hind foot right there. California in 10 seconds flat.
All right, well, what that means is we're getting ready now for Kyle Lucas, the other of the 19-year-olds, the teenage sensation from Carstairs, Alberta. Of course, Dad, Smokin' Joe Lucas, a 4-time Canadian champion. I wonder if Katie kind of cheers for her brother right now. I'll bet you she does. I know I've talked to Kyle, and he's very, very proud of his sister in terms of her television career and also her own very capable roping prowess. All right, let's watch right now as Kyle gets in there. Okay, let's go. Ready for Kyle.
All right.
8 and 9 is still leading the way thus far. 8 and 9 from Morgan Grant. Kyle wanted to change all of that right here. There is the shot. He's got a hard running calf. Had to chase him a long way. That looked like it was on and then off. And that's about as bad a rodeo luck as you can have right there. Kyle Lucas, tough break, no time. Ah, doggone it.
Looked like he was going to throw it once. He had to back up and kick up and go ahead and do it one more time, and it just didn't drop over the nose. Montana sends us Jason Schaefer next to go. He comes on in here 9th in the Canadian standings. Good Montana Cowboy here and a good horse and a good combination today. 8.8 to take over the lead in this go-round number 4 thus far, but we've still got a lot of very good Cowboys coming.
I think we've struggled a little bit in this round. Would you believe right now that the 30 and 6 is still sitting in the money in 5th place? I don't think that's going to last, but it's still there right now.
This is a good swing for that Cowboy, and that's a good catch right there. Get that calf back up. Now let's go ahead and make that tie. Good job, Montana. Good deal. Quick as you could be on that calf right there. We're talking about a money-earning run right here.
Well,
Forward
first
on
place
the horse.
right now, 8 and 4. 8 and 4 for Jason, so he certainly did what he needed to do. He has that 4th place out of last night's run, so an 8 and 4, not going to hurt him any. As you take another look at it.
He threw that loop with authority today. Got lots of slack on that. At 8.4 is just great. All right, a little slow to make the tie. Could have been quicker. Maybe could have shaved another couple of tenths off of that.
But we'll take it for now because it does take him to the lead. And we've got the 8 and 4 from Jason Schaefer, the 8 and 9 from Morgan Grant atop the board right now. And this is the guy that you talked about as one of the people that we have to watch. He's in our top 5 and he's in that aggregate very, very solidly. 2-event Cowboy. Let's watch him right now.
He has just been chipping away at him. This is Chad Johnson from Del Bonita. He's riding his own horse, Pincher. This horse has been recognized as a calf roping, tie-down roping horse of the year. Cowboy comes in tough on 3. He's got the lead in the aggregate. He's down to the calf. There's no wasted motion here with Chad Johnson. Got this calf tipped over, and there's a quick tie. Good deal. That's not going to hurt him. Wait, Pincher. Wait for me. Get back on. The calves have to remain tied for 6 seconds, and that's one of our ranch-oriented rules that we bring forward to the rodeo arena. Calves need to be tied securely out on the range. He hit that barrier just about right, didn't he?
And that calf kind of veered off to the right, Doug, and
Yeah.
he managed to compensate for that and doing a really, really nice job right there. And boy, you talk about fast hands. That's what Chad Johnson kind of specializes in. Once he's down on the ground with that calf, it's not going to be long. 9 and 2 for Chad.
3rd place thus far.
You bet. All right, well, there's Nate Baldwin, Blackfoot, Idaho. So Nate getting ready, and he hasn't had quite the finals that certainly we anticipated. Picked up a 3rd back in round number 2 for $5,500+ so far. So Nate Baldwin at his 2nd Canadian Finals rodeo has also been at a couple of national finals rodeos, and he's going to back into the corner and get ready. See if he can add to that total right here, right now.
He's had some very unique things happen to him in his first 3 rounds of rodeo. I wouldn't have thought that would have gone on with Nate Baldwin. This Cowboy's on out of there. Good deal. Long reach. Almost had too much of the calf, but it comes out all right. Now, big, deep throw right there. Get him down. Good deal. We're doing well. Back to the calf now. This one looks good. 8.6 for Nate. Now down to the calf. This calf was crouching when he got there. There's a big lift right there. These calves weigh in at about 260, 270 pounds. That's a lot of weight. You got to be strong. You got to be athletic. Got to be good with your horse. Good job. At 8 and 6, that'll drop him in there right now and officially second.
Well, Curtis Cassidy started the week very, very well with a go-round win on Wednesday night. Went to an 11-3, which was out of the money second night. And then last night had that no time. So he's going to try to battle back into contention right here with a big run on Saturday afternoon. And this is a guy that you just never count out. Doesn't matter how the chips have fallen so far. This guy can turn it around at any moment because he's just got so much talent and he's got that inner fortitude. He believes that he can win every single round of every single rodeo. And when you've got that belief system going for you, that's exactly what's going to happen more often than not. He's got 10 Canadian titles to his credit. Steer wrestling, high point, and here in the tie-down roping as well. And this is looking good. Going to get to this calf very nicely. Get him on the ground. Watch this. Here comes. He kind of bobbled a little bit with the tie and still got it done in 8 and 8. And knows that he could have been a little bit faster but for that tie. So 8 and 8 moves him to third place overall. 8 and 8 for Curtis Cassidy. In the money.
Good clean catch on the calf. Now gets to the calf. Calf was a little feisty when he got to him. Now there's just a little bobble right there.
Yeah.
That's all right. Good deal. That'll hold him on in there. Here comes Dean Edge. Here is the 5-time tie-down roping horse of the year in Canadian professional rodeo. This is Dean's horse, Sid. And you gotta love Sid and the way he approaches life. Sid's just backed in there cool. He's not upset by what's going on here at all. This building holds over 17,000 people. They're all watching Sid right now. That doesn't bother him. He'd just as well be home in the pasture.
Oh, yeah, he loves his job, does Sid. And let's watch Dean Edge, who has struggled so far, and the struggles continue here on Saturday afternoon. That's just too doggone bad. He does not have any money won so far, and that's too bad for Dean Edge. Not going to be able to get some on Saturday afternoon.
That calf threw a curve at him right out of the chute down there.
You know, he's been to 7 Canadian finals rodeos and has been very, very good. But it didn't work out today. It did work out very well, however, for Jason Schaefer. Broadus, Montana, taking the victory lap with a nice 8 and 4 on Saturday afternoon. Nice job by the Montana Cowboy. And of course, our tie-down roping was brought to us by Alberta Premium. One of my favorite sponsors of all time.